Hey everyone, and welcome to the last part of the Mario Farmhouse speed build. And honestly, wow, like I cannot believe I just said that. I never thought this moment would come, to be fair, I really didn't. But here we are. Honestly, it's the best feeling in the world when I'm on the last part, just recording the last voiceover, and it's just the idea that I'm finally gonna be done with this build and I won't have to see it again. As much as I do love this build, I'm kind of like sick of it at this point. I've seen it so much. I've been recording voiceovers for this exact build for, I don't know, 3 months at this point. It's been so long. Maybe two, just two. But it's still, yeah, it's been a while. But hey, I'm finally done, and how did I forget to say that? Merry Christmas Eve, everyone! I was planning to post this video actually on Thursday, but as most of you may know, I actually posted the second to last part on Thursday, which is yesterday. Technically, it's today for me, but it's yesterday for you guys. I am pre-recording this. But I'm still in my Christmas spirit, okay? Christmas Eve is tomorrow. I'm literally so excited. I'm so excited for this Christmas. I don't know why, I just am. I did my Christmas shopping yesterday, actually, and I had so much fun. But I was really tired when I got back. I'll probably get into it in a second, but yeah, I had a really good time. But I was alone, which was a bit sad because my friend who was supposed to go with me, she backed out last minute, which she had a reason to. Like, it's completely fine to understand. And I had fun alone. I really did. But when it comes to the build itself, I'll be finishing the second floor, obviously. But the second floor really is just bedrooms and bathrooms, so all you're gonna see today is just closets, bedrooms, and bathrooms. The good thing is that most of the bedrooms you're gonna see, actually not most, they're all really different. We obviously have the platform bedroom, which I don't know if you guys remember, but it was like a teen's bedroom with a very with an interesting vibe. It's a very specific bedroom, it's a very specific style, but it's very cute. And it has like a platform and fairy lights. It's very Pinteresty, but not really. And then we have a chic teen bedroom again. That bedroom, however, it's extra Pinteresty. You know, the the platform one isn't as Pinteresty as the chic one is. The chic one's very pink, very not luxurious, but you know, it looks kind of expensive, I guess. And then we have the guest bedroom, which is very neutral. You really can just give it to anyone and it will work, you know? I mean, that's what guest bedrooms are for. They're for guests, you know? No one really lives there in a family. It's just you have a guest come over. They have a place to stay. And then with bathrooms, yeah, bathrooms are kind of the same. I really just made like 3 different bathroom designs, and I just copied them around the house. So we have the one bathroom that's very unique in the house is probably the dark one, which I'm working on right now. It's actually gonna have like a very dark color scheme, which I think it matches the farmhouse aesthetic still. Because I feel like the farmhouse colors, there's definitely like 3 main farmhouse colors. So I guess I'm just gonna use the color terms that we know, which is like linen, obviously. There's linen, then there's darkstone gray, and just white. And that's just basically, if you use this color scheme, you're definitely gonna get a nice modern farmhouse. And that's exactly what I use in this build. I didn't use that much of darkstone gray, as you can notice, but like I said, this is probably the only bedroom with not bedroom. This is so funny because I actually said bedroom when PETA was touring this build, and when I should have said bathroom. Love mixing stuff up, but that's okay. You know, it happens, and it's okay. But yeah, so this bathroom is just the only one that's very unique in the house, and the rest are just kind of similar. You know, it's really easy to say that they're in the same house. And I don't know, maybe I should have went with something different. I noticed that I like to criticize myself a lot, so you guys probably noticed that as well. But I mean, I don't know. It's just the way I am, you know? But anyways, you can see me just doing this bathroom, and I feel like the best size for bathrooms in general is like a good 2x3 space. It's not too big, but it's not too small. And that's why I usually try to make my bathrooms, like, I always try to make them around this size, and they always, like, work out, you know? They're not too big, there's, you know, it doesn't feel like it's too cramped and stuff. I feel like for master bathrooms, the most appropriate size would be like a 3x3. I guess it depends, but just personally, when I have a very big room, Leon and I were literally talking about the master bathroom in the previous voiceover, the part 6, and I said that I wasn't sure with how the master bathroom came out. Well, not that I was not sure with how it came out, I was just really, I don't know, the ottoman in the middle of the room really weirded me out. And I wish the room was smaller so that I didn't need to put anything in the middle, but you know. I guess the ottoman kind of saved the day, but then I feel still kind of, I still feel kind of weird about it. As you can see, my English is still slacking for 2 days in a row. Actually, I have an excuse for yesterday though, because yeah, I was recording the voiceover very late, okay, and I was a bit tired. Not that I should have done it in the first place, but I did, and that's just what we do on my channel. We record voiceovers at 3 a.m. and then I make up excuses as to why they were so bad, which we all know why. But it's okay, you know, this one's just, I think this one's already getting going. This one's already going a bit better. And yeah. And as you can see, I'm almost done with the bathroom itself. I'm just filling up the shelves here. Now that I'm looking back at it, I really do like how I filled up the shelving. It's just full of like different soaps and body washes and whatnot. So cute. And then, yeah, here you can see me just putting in a carpet. What I like to do nowadays is when I see that the ceiling's like clipping a bit, like the roofs are clipping, and it, like, you know, the clipping part, it just shows in the ceiling, I just cover up with a carpet. It's so helpful. And like, yeah, when you're like looking at it from above, like when you have your roof toggled off and you just look at the entire floor plan, you cannot really see the room, but I think it's better to, you know, I think it's better to just cover up whatever mess you have on the ceiling. But anyway, since it is technically Christmas Eve when you're seeing this, I think it's important for me to, you know, cheer up and get into the holiday vibe a bit. And firstly, of course, I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas Eve. I hope that you spend your time with family nicely and that you enjoy it. And yeah, I'm personally really excited myself. I think it's going to be so much fun, and I cannot wait to see everyone's reactions on gifts that I got everyone. It's just, honestly, I realized that with like Christmas and everything, I love gifting way more than I love receiving. Of course, receiving is so nice, but gifting is just, it's so much more special when you see the reaction on people's faces when, you know, you get them something they really needed or they want. It's just, it's amazing. So yeah, this Christmas I'm just really excited to see how everyone reacts to the things that I got them. And yeah, it's just, I think it's gonna be so much fun. And yeah, I spent like the entire day yesterday, which technically for you guys it's not even yesterday anymore, but for me it still is. So technically I just went Christmas shopping on Wednesday, and I took so long until I found everything that I needed. Like, I had the whole list prepared, like, you know, for things that I need to get and stuff, and I'm glad that I managed to get them all, but it took me forever. And I was so tired after I got back home yesterday, but honestly, I did have a good time. I was supposed to go with my friend, but she canceled last minute, which was sad at the same time, but like, it was okay. I basically just spent the entire day at the mall. And I mean, did I really mind it that much? No, not really. You see, I'm really happy that I can, like, you know, enjoy my own company. I feel like it's important for us to socialize, but it's also really good when you know that you can be happy on your own, you know? So I was happy that, like, you know, I found something interesting to do for a few hours alone and not just with other people as well. And yeah, like, I had a fun time, and then after I got back, I was wrapping gifts, and oh my god, it took me so long. Partially because I do not know how to wrap gifts. Like, that's so funny, but I literally do not. I don't understand how to do it. I wrapped everything, but it does not look the best. I can tell you that. It looks a bit ratchet, and I mean, not even a bit, but it's fine. You know, it's the thought that counts. That's what I told myself yesterday. But it's okay, like, it happens, you know, so, yeah, but I basically spent the entire day just, like, doing wrapping gifts and buying them and stuff, and I just cannot wait for Friday, and I cannot wait to see how everyone reacts and stuff. And it's, yeah, just Christmas type is honestly amazing. I love it so much, and I hope that you guys will enjoy it just as much as I will. Well, actually, I don't know if I will enjoy it. Probably. Well, I mean, who doesn't? But yeah, I just hope you spend your Christmas having a good time and catching up with family, and yeah, because that's what Christmas is about. So yeah, I'm just very excited, and personally, we usually trade gifts on Christmas Eve, and I know that most of you probably do it on the 25th, which, yeah, we just do it on the 24th. At least that's how my family works, and yeah, so I guess I'm just excited for everything tomorrow, and I think it's gonna be so much fun. And I'll also have to work on the Christmas build. I'll have to finish it because as of now, it's still not fully done, but I have plenty of time to finish it, and I think I will. In worst case scenario, I'll keep you guys updated, but I think that by the time you're gonna see this video, there's gonna be like an update out. And if there's not an update, that means it's just nothing changed, you know? Like, I'm still going by the plan that I had at first. So yeah, there's that. But I guess that's it about Christmas for now. I feel like I should probably talk about the build a little bit more and get back to it. Or get back to what I was talking about. So right now I'm working on the teen's bedroom that I was talking about with the platform. I never do platform bedrooms. Like, I don't think, yeah, or platform rooms in general. Like, I don't even remember when I did one before. Like, maybe it's my first time doing it. Probably not, I just don't remember, but like, I really don't. But yeah, here you can see me just doing the platform, like putting stuff on the platform, and I really thought about this. I was so proud when I thought of this hanging bench. No, not bench, just like this hanging seat. I think it really adds a lot to the room, and it's such a cute little corner. And you see, I'd start reading books just because of that little corner, just so I could spend time there. Because right now, currently, I'm not the biggest fan of books. I don't read them. Even though I really should, I don't know, like, books, I don't really find them that interesting. I guess it's different for everyone. And maybe I do like reading, I just never found the right book, but, I don't know. I like to consume, information by watching stuff. I guess we're all different when it comes to that, but I just really hate books. Like, I don't know. Yeah, I never liked them. Like, now that I'm thinking, was there like a time when I ever liked them? And to be fair, no. I never did. But, getting back to the room a bit. I'm doing this custom chair, and then behind the chair you'll see like a closet. And when I was doing the closet, I thought like, what kind of closet should I make? And I decided to make like a open one, just because it kind of gives off that teen vibe. But having like your clothes out of the open, like you kind of get the feeling of a mess in the room, and it's just, I don't know, I felt like, you see, it's tidy, but then it really isn't, and that's just like the definition of a teen's room. It's tidy, but it's not. I mean, that's just, basically I'm saying this because that's kind of my room right now. It's tidy, but it's not. And well, yeah, it's interesting. Well, I mean, like, it's interesting how it all works out. Like, I don't know how. Like, I try to keep my room tidy, but it just never works out. Literally never does. I just realized how muffled my voice sounds when I look away. Can you guys notice? Wow. I mean, duh, that's how it works. But, like, honestly, I have this one stand from IKEA. It's like a coat stand. It can hold a few coats, I think. I think that's its maximum capacity of things that it can hold. And I decided to just hang my entire closet on that one stand, and it's kind of falling apart. But like, I'm kind of lazy to put all my clothes back to where they were, just a tiny bit. Oh my god, no. But it's really important to be tidy. Honestly, I do get such a good feeling when I realize that, like, oh yeah, wait, my room's clean now, finally. And yeah. This is like such a random thought, but right now I'm just thinking, I'm like, wait, maybe making like a very messy bedroom would be kind of fun, no? I don't know. I feel like it would be a cool idea. I have so many like ideas I want to do in Bloxburg, I just literally do not have the time to do them all. Which is like so sad. Like, oh no, no. Like, I really want to. I really want to do a lot of things, but I just sadly don't have enough time. And I mean, I guess just that's just how life is. You want to do a lot of things, but you can't. And yeah, right now you can see me just reducing plot data in the build itself because I ran out of plot data like 50 times while doing this. And let me tell you, it was the biggest headache in my life trying to figure out what I want to do with all of the builds and stuff. Yeah, I ended up having to delete a lot of custom trees, which was just a very sad situation. Like, it really was. I really wanted to keep as many custom trees as possible, and if the plot data expansion update came out earlier, yeah, I probably wouldn't have needed to delete the trees, but it is what it is. Technically, if you're gonna rebuild this now, your plot's gonna be less laggy. So in the end, that's a plus, but then again, you don't get to have the custom trees, which I love custom trees so much. I think, I don't know, it's just, I guess, because they're like more detailed than the Bloxburg ones, and they like add a lot more realism to the game itself. But like, yeah, that's just kind of expected, isn't it? But anyway, I think I'm gonna move on to the fairy lights, which Leon and I talked about yesterday. Well, yeah, in yesterday's voiceover, how we think that we need like more fairy lights, or maybe just not more, but like maybe an improved version of them, where they wouldn't like spread much lighting, because these, as cute as they look, they spread so much light, and that's just so, honestly, it really does ruin kind of, rooms in a bit. Like, it's just the rooms feel too bright, and I wish I had an option to, make the lights not spread any light itself, if that makes any sense, because the new Christmas lights, the ones that we got in the most recent update, they don't do that, and it's like literally the cutest thing ever, and it's like you can use as many of those lights as you want, and they're just still gonna look very nice and stuff. Yeah, it's just, sadly, that's not the case with these, so I had to keep most turned off. And I feel like if you're rebuilding this house, you just make sure that you have only a couple of them on, because if you won't, then it's going to be very bright in the room, and you just simply don't want to blind whoever is living in the room, So just have that in mind, Be careful. But right now, I think I'm actually working on the color scheme, and with the color scheme, I went for this bluish look. I don't know, I thought that was... With a teen's bedroom, you can always go for like a specific theme, and it would make like sense. And yeah, so with this one, I decided to go with something more blue, and then obviously the other teen bedroom is gonna be pink, a lot more chic. Fun story with the chic bedroom, I think a lot of people already know, at least those who watched the tour of this build. In the tour, I actually didn't know how to pronounce the word chic, so I actually pronounced it as chick, because that's like kind of how you spell it. It's so embarrassing. I don't know how I even thought of it. It just came to my mind, and I'm like, huh? How? I could say I'm not an English speaker, but oh my god, how? How can I mess up so badly? I mean, I guess it happens, and it's definitely not the first time when I mispronounce something. I remember when you guys would mock me for mispronouncing the word motivated. That was fun times, honestly, fun times, now that I remember them. It was pretty funny. I mean, I don't know. It happens to everyone, I guess. And I'm almost done with the entire room. All I have left are technically just coloring the clothes, and I started doing that with I don't know which build I started doing that on, but right now what I do with clothes is I just use the towels, I resize them, and I just make it look like clothes. I think it's fun. Like, I think it looks nice. And yeah, here you can see me just doing the final touches in the house, like doing the beams to cover up the messy ceiling. And I think I'm gonna lastly just gonna do some final touches on the hanging chair, and that's gonna be it with this room. And I think I'll move on to the Jack and Jill bathroom, which is just basically a copy of one of the other bathrooms. I think it's a copy of the bathroom that's connected to the twin bedroom, I think. Yep, you see, I reuse the same counters, but I feel like with bathrooms you can definitely do that. Like, it's definitely not that big of a deal if you do it. I guess I was just lazy to come up with a new design. It's like bathrooms, like what do you do there? Well, we know what you do there, but it's like, how much time do you spend in there? Not that much. I don't think it matters that much to have every single one in your house different. Maybe it depends, but I personally don't really mind when I have like a few bathrooms look the same. I mean, what do you guys think about that? Like, do you mind when you see bathrooms copy paste around the house? Like, I don't know. To me, it doesn't bother me that much. I guess we're all different when it comes to that, and we all have like things that trigger us and don't. And personally, it doesn't affect me unless it's like for a build that's very personalized and it like each person is very different, and you kind of have to think about what you want to do and stuff. But yeah, I usually don't worry really that much. Yeah, with this build I was just like, okay, I made a few designs and I think that's gonna be enough. That's exactly what I did, and I kept it like that. And I'm just, honestly, I still can't believe this is the last part of this speed build. It feels so crazy. Like, oh my god, wait, it's the last part. And Christmas is tomorrow. Like, that's even weirder. But you know what? That's why I love life sometimes. What I'm not really excited about is having to finish the colonial house. I saw that a lot of you are actually really excited for the build, and I didn't really talk about it much on purpose, just because I want to keep it a secret. And yeah, I just want you guys to enjoy the video when it comes out and be surprised with the things that we have in it and stuff. I think I've actually posted an interior picture of the whole house, of that house, both on Instagram and Twitter, just not YouTube, but you guys on YouTube have also seen the exterior. Everyone has seen the exterior, but then you guys didn't see the Christmas tree, unless you follow me on Twitter, then you probably have. And yeah, recently I noticed that that post did really well, and I definitely need to get back into Twitter. It's just, when it comes to real life, it kept me so busy, I kind of forgot that I have like a few accounts to run, and that's why I've been kind of inactive on both like Instagram and Twitter. I've still been trying to keep up my YouTube game, just not Twitter or Instagram, which I want to get into. Twitter again. I really miss the whole platform and everyone there. And I'll probably just make a tweet saying, or like asking everyone what I missed. Maybe you guys will tag me in a couple of builds of yours. And if you do have anything to show me that you'd like me to see, feel free to tag me in a tweet or an Instagram post, and I'll make sure to check it out, see what I think about the build and stuff. So if you're watching this, feel free to do that, and I'll be more than happy to answer, since I haven't been on the platform that much. Like, I remember logging on for like 5 minutes a day, but it's not like you can really, well, I guess there are a couple things that you can do, but it's really, you have to sit down for like good 20-30 minutes a day to like check out everything that's new and stuff. And yeah, just really didn't have the time for all of that. And especially when I'm sick, instead of like being on a lot, I choose to just do nothing and like rest and just, yeah, I don't know. Like, I didn't want to think about school, nor did I want to think about having to post and stuff. So I just decided to take, like a mental, not just a physical break, but a mental one too. I feel like from time to time they're really important, just to make sure that you're feeling well and stuff, and you don't like feel burned out. Which, when it comes to school, I feel so burned out. Mainly because my teachers were like really pushing us to get everything done before the holidays, which is understandable, but it was so much work for me. And to be fair, like for information, I'm not the biggest fan of schoolwork. I hate it. I mean, right? Isn't that the case with mostly everyone? Probably. But it's just, I'm so happy that like I'm not going to school anymore, but it feels so weird at the same time. It really does. But it is what it is. It is what it is. And I'm just, yeah, I'm living the time of my life right now. Like, I mean, to be honest, it doesn't even feel like I'm on break. I mean, I'm just repeating myself, aren't I? But it's so like surreal. Like, what's going on? And also in the speedbo, you can see me just redoing the tree. Well, I just finished deleting the tree. Technically, I like deleted it and I placed the in-game one because, well, plot data was an issue. That was the very sad part. And here you can see me finally working on the chic bedroom. Look at me pronouncing the word right. Me could not relate at all. That was so embarrassing. Like, but like, okay, on the bright side, now I know. It happens. It happens, and it's okay. Well, no, not really, but it's okay. Well, yeah. Okay, I guess it is. Obviously, I'm just treating it as a joke. I mean, it happens to everyone, I think, or at least I like to tell myself that. to make myself feel better. But yeah, I think that once I'm gonna finish recording this voiceover, I'm actually gonna get to building. I really miss building. Now that I think about it, I think it's been so long since I've last built. For some reason, I'm feeling like I've already talked about this, but then I don't know. I don't know. Well, if I'm repeating myself, then oh well, but I don't think I am. But basically what I was saying is that, like, I haven't been able to build for a while. I think it's been around 2 weeks since I've last built, which is so crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy. It's not just crazy, it's really crazy. And it's like, when you can't build, you realize how much you want to do it. Or like, when it comes to motivation, you know? Like, when I did have free time during weekends or stuff, I didn't want to build, so instead I just chose to record, which is why you guys saw so many videos. But I never did anything with building. So it's like, when you don't see any videos coming out, it's probably most likely because I'm building, and when you see a lot of videos, it's probably because I'm not building. I guess that's just a very, you know, that's just a very regular dynamic. Am I saying it right? I think that's how you can use the term, right? I don't know. But to be fair, when do I know anything? I really don't know at this point. Stop. I'm just repeating what I'm saying. But yeah, this bedroom, I remember this bedroom was like so fun to work on because, first of all, it's very different from what I do. I think this was like my first pink bedroom ever. And to be honest, it is kind of cute. I like it. And I also try to make this like fur rug with the white dirt piles. Doesn't necessarily look like it, but it's the thought that counts. That's what I told myself when I was packing gifts earlier. I actually decided I was gonna, you know, pack a bit more. I was helping like my sibling pack gifts. And you know, we were wrapping the gifts, and I was like, it's the thought that counts, don't worry about it. Yeah, the gifts didn't turn out looking that nice, but like I said, it's the thought that counts. And plus, like, with wrapping paper, it doesn't have to look all pretty, because, like, to be fair, the paper is gonna get destroyed as soon as you unwrap the gift, you know? So, why try? That's such a bad mindset, but let's not talk about it, shall we? Yeah, I don't think we should. And I also decided to reuse the custom iMac from the downstairs office, just because it gives that chic vibe. Just because it really did give off that chic vibe. I mean, is it just me? Okay, wait, no, this is kind of like a stupid thing to say, isn't it? But basically, I was just saying that, like, some items give me such, like, strong associations, and I don't know, like, iMacs and just... iMacs especially, they're like, they give off such a, like, chic vibe, you know? You'd only, like, use it. But no, not really. Now that I'm thinking about it, I see multiple scenarios. What was that so hard to say? Of me using an iMac in different spaces. Yeah, okay, maybe not. At first I thought it was giving me strong associations, but no, it's not. Because you can technically, okay, well, like, when it comes to iMacs, you can use it in a modern space. In a chic apartment or whatever, technically an iMac looks good in any environment when you really think about it. But yeah, I don't know. iMacs are just, like, honestly, the first thing I see when I think of an iMac in a space is probably, like, something modern, concrete, maybe, like, a bit of concrete, something like that. I don't know. It's just, whenever I think of an object, I imagine it in a certain space, and each time it's, like, different depending on the object, which is kind of cool. And I guess I don't know if, like, anyone has that kind of, you know, feeling, but not feeling, but, like, you know, that kind of imagination, but I do, and it's very weird. But I don't mind it, you know? I really don't mind it. And here you can see me just doing the mirrors and changing the decals and stuff. And I think lastly I'm gonna paint the whole room, and that will be it. And I think with the speed build, we will just have the last guest bedroom left, like the ensuite closet and bathroom, and that will be it. But since I've talked a lot about the room that I'm currently working on, I feel like I can kind of drift off from the room a bit, and talk about what I actually did today, which was very exciting. Well, not really. I mean, I spent half of the day wrapping gifts, and in the other half, actually setting up helping my parents set up our place for Christmas, since we're hosting it at our place this year. And it's very fun. It was actually very fun. the main thing I did was set up the Christmas table, which I was so proud of. My dad and I, we kind of looked for ideas on Pinterest, and we ended up going with this like very natural look with a bunch of pine tree twigs, and it ended up looking very cute. We have like some candles and stuff, and yeah, it actually looks very nice. So I'm really excited about Christmas this year. I feel like we're gonna have a lot of fun, especially like with our family. And honestly, I'm wishing you the same. I'm wishing you really good nice holidays. And like now that I'm thinking about it, it's so weird how many things we celebrate around this time. Well, because obviously we have New Year's, and then Christmas, and Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. All of those things in just like a single week, and it's so weird. Like, what? Yeah, so it's like still weird that like after this holiday, I'm still gonna have New Year's to look forward to. Yeah, it's so weird. And then after that, I have plenty of birthdays coming up, in the month of January. I have a lot. For some reason, a lot of my friends were born at this time, and it's just like I'll have to go to lots of birthday parties, which I'm kind of excited about. I'm not gonna lie, but it's also gonna be very painful to get all the gifts and stuff. Like, if you don't know what to get someone, it's such a headache. It literally is. I had a lot of headaches while doing my Christmas shopping, I have to admit to that, but it's okay. I got it all figured out, but at first I thought I was gonna die. Like, I was walking around the mall for like 4 hours looking for the right present, and I couldn't find it. I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? I eventually found an alternative, and I don't want to say exactly what it is just in case, you know, my gifts don't get spoiled. But I feel like once Christmas passes, I can talk about what I got everyone. It's very exciting. But yeah, it was actually really stressful while I was buying everything. But hey, you know, it's all done now, and the exciting part is now yet to come. So yeah, I'm looking forward to the exciting part very much. Well, technically it's called the exciting part for a reason, isn't it? But yeah, and in the speed build, we're finally moving on to the last room, which is just fabulous, honestly. I was looking forward to this moment for so long, and I feel like a lot of you probably are as well. I feel so bad for holding back some of you from building, because obviously I can't even imagine how long you had to wait to recreate this, but you know, finally now you'll be able to. And if you waited for me to post everything and then started building, well, now I think it's your time, you know, you can finally start doing that. So yeah, but with this room, it's kind of it's bigger than the other bedrooms, if I'm correct. It's pretty big. It's also very spacious, but it's a guest bedroom, so you know, you want your guests to feel comfortable, I guess. I mean, you probably want everyone in your house to feel comfortable, don't you? You know, but you'll be able to with this house. Like, the main thing, like I said, I think I've said this a couple times before, but with this house, the one thing I really wanted to do is make sure that all the rooms have like really good sizes, and they're not too big nor too small. And yeah, this I feel like I found the right balance with this house. Each room is spacious enough. You know, most have ensuite bathrooms, which is how it's supposed to be. Well, you know, not really, but it's very comfortable when you do have all the ensuites and stuff. So I just wanted to make sure that everyone has that in the house. And well, yeah, when you're role-playing, you're not going to run into many inconveniences. You have many rooms to role-play in, which is very exciting. You know, we have the home gym, which you usually don't find in houses. The one thing that I really wanted to include, which sadly I didn't have enough plot data for, was like a home theater in the basement. Sadly, I didn't get to build a basement because of plot data, but it is what it is, and it happens. And yeah, I guess I'm just very happy in general that I'll be able to move on to other builds and not have to worry about posting this build anymore, because as much as I love doing all these voiceovers, when you have 7 parts to voiceover of a single build, it really does get a bit tiring. And yeah, so it's amazing that I'm finally done with this. And I feel so relieved. Honestly, I feel just as relieved as I would finish school, which I had that feeling yesterday. Technically, that's the day before yesterday for you guys, but it was just Wednesday. Why am I just should say the name of the day. So it was Wednesday. It was Wednesday, and I just felt so relieved. Like, honestly, it's so, like, after you work a lot and you're done with something, it's so hard to believe that it's finally done. You don't have to like do it again. And like, I guess I've just kind of been mixed up with days in general. I was talking with my sibling today, and I told them that I was like very confused about the fact that it's Thursday today because it doesn't feel like a Thursday. And the more confusing part was the fact that Christmas Eve is tomorrow, and it does not feel like it to me at all. For some reason, this Christmas, as much as I love Christmas, I didn't get that much of the Christmas vibe. I don't know. Like, I'm very excited, but on the other hand, it doesn't feel like it's that soon. And I don't know. And like, the thing is, my life is kind of back to normal, so it's not like I was like at home or anything, so it's very weird. I don't know. Maybe it's just me trying to get used to, you know, the ordinary again. But, you know, you never know what can happen. Honestly, a lot of things have been happening again in the world, and I just really hope that everyone can avoid the shutting down thing, you know, because I don't know. But yet again, we always have to do what's safe, and if it's necessary, then obviously I'm gonna follow the rules and do everything in my power to protect others. But we're talking about Christmas today, not the COVID stuff, and instead of being bummed down about, you know, COVID, we should be happy that Christmas is finally happening, you know? Like, it's Christmas time. It's probably the time of the year that everyone was waiting for, and it's just so exciting. And I started doing my Christmas shopping so early this year. I think I started with Black Friday, just like everyone probably. But yeah, it's been interesting trying to find all the right things for everyone. And it's also hard, but it's also very exciting to do this thing every year. And yeah, honestly, cannot wait for next year too. Even though like Christmas hasn't even gone by yet, like I'm already looking forward to the next year. And yeah, honestly, 2021 was quite a good year for me, especially these last 3 months. I don't know, I really enjoyed it, and I'm really looking forward to what's gonna happen in 2022. I mean, New Year's is still like, what, 7 days away, so we still got time. And you know, so I probably shouldn't even be talking about the end of 2021 yet, since we still have a week. And I'm sure that I'll still post before that time, so you guys don't have to worry about that. And yeah, I think I think some footage got lost, or maybe I'm just confused. But the whole footage loss thing, it kind of happens to me, and it's so annoying when it does. Because yeah, then I just lose footage of whatever I was building. It's usually because I run out of storage on my hard drive, and the thing is, I have to clean it up from time to time, you know, to make sure that it has enough storage. And like, I have I think it's a single terabyte. Like, it's basically just a 1 terabyte, and that's more than enough storage for me. But I just have to clean it up from time to time to make sure that, like, you know, footage saves and stuff, because when the hard drive runs out of storage, instead of like not letting me record, it will let me record, and once it tries to save the footage, it will say, oh yeah, like, saving footage failed or something, and it explains why. It's usually because I don't have enough storage. So that might have happened with this part, but the good thing is, it usually does happen in parts that like aren't that crucial to recreating. Like, it's something you can do without seeing me do it, you know, like coloring and stuff. Because like color schemes, I feel like they're much easier to work with. You know, you can try to like figure out the colors and stuff yourself, especially when you know like what I use around the house. It's really not that hard to figure out the rest, or like, yeah. But anyway, we have the last 2 tiny rooms left, and I remember being so happy that like I'm literally almost done with this build while I was building this. Obviously the closet isn't that big, but I think it's enough. I think it's definitely more than enough. Like, I feel like already having a walk-in closet is a huge thing. Personally, where I live, like, having a walk-in closet is literally such a luxury. People usually don't have that here, mainly because most of the population in Lithuania does live in like flats and stuff. So, you know, it's not really like a flat thing to have like a walk-in closet. Maybe like a condo, a very big condo thing, but definitely not even. I guess it depends. But yeah, here it's a very rare thing, and it's more common in like American houses, which is understandable. But yeah, I think that's all for today, to be fair. I really, really want to wish you all a Merry Christmas, a Merry Christmas Eve, and a Merry Christmas Day. And yeah, I hope that you get to spend your holidays nicely, and I'll just see you in another build, which is probably going to be coming out very soon. So just keep an eye out for that, and yeah, I'll see you all later, and obviously thank you all for sticking around for this series. It's been a while since I started it, but I'm so happy that I'm finally done, and I cannot wait to show y'all what I've been working on without this build. So yeah, bye guys!
Was there something in my walk, how I talk, giving up the wrong energy? Was there something in my stride, too much pride, telling you to